Good afternoon, everybody, from Ray and B. Dillard Field and Bomar Family Stadium here in Tigerville, South Carolina. Welcome to day 2 of the Division II Southeast Super Regional. The North Greenville Crusaders, the #1 team in the country in Division II, and Columbus State, the #9 team in Division II. I am Dan Scott. Welcome back. Those of you who are watching, you see highlights of yesterday's 7-6 North Greenville win in 10 innings. The mad dash by Zach Zara, the score on an error and a sacrifice fly. Derek Wiley flexing his muscles, and then as the highlights roll, you'll see some of the drama in the 9th and the 10th inning. Back-to-back 2-out hits in the 9th by Garrig Octavio and Ethan Stringer to drive in the tying runs, and then Bryce Roddy, the freshman, with the game winner on an 0-2 pitch in the bottom of the 10th to score Marek Kloop. And North Greenville came from behind to get the 7-6 win. They are one victory away now from making it to the Division II College World Series for the very first time. Here's the Octavio infield single. It'll be followed by the Stringer base hit and then Roddy's game winner. North Greenville, as the host, still the visiting team for today's game, needing one win. Columbus State, of course, needs to win this one and force a second game today to avoid elimination. And the Cougars are taking the field. We'll give you the North Greenville batting order now and the Columbus State in the bottom of the first inning. For the Crusaders, Garrig Octavio leads it off at second base. Batting second in left field is Ethan Stringer. Pat Monteith will hit third and play third, as you see the Roddy game winner. Marek Kloop in right field bats cleanup. Hitting number 5, Josh Center in center field. The 6 hitter is first baseman Zach Zara. Jordan Holiday back at the DH spot, hitting 7th, batting 8th and catching Campbell Conard. And the 9 hitter is shortstop Corey Bivens. Noah Takis will get the start on the mound. Going through his warm-ups for Columbus State is right-hander Colton Joyner. Joyner is a sophomore, 6'4", 240-pounder from right there in Columbus, Georgia. On the season, he is making his 15th start. He has one complete game. He's 10-1 with a .495 earned run average, 67 in the third innings, 91 hits. 42 runs, 37 earned. He has struck out 54, walked 17, and the opposition hitting .325 against him. So just a raw look at the numbers has given up well more hits than innings pitched, and the opposition, therefore, with that .325 batting average against him, and yet he finds a way to keep his team in games, and his offense, as we know, can score a lot of runs. He will get Octavio, Stringer, and Monteith here in the top of the first inning as we are set to play baseball. A win for North Greenville. They advance to the College World Series next weekend in Cary, North Carolina. A Columbus State victory, and we play again this afternoon in what would be a deciding third game. Octavio makes his way into the left-handed batter's box, and we are ready to play baseball here on a brilliant day in the upstate of South Carolina. Sunny and 76 degrees, and we are ready to go. Joyner working from the stretch, and his first pitch is a fastball strike, and we are underway officially 12:06 p.m. Our first pitch time. Good to have you with us for this Game 2 of the NCAA Division II Southeast Super Regional. Octavio was 1 for 5 with an RBI yesterday. Pulls this one foul outside of first. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Hitting .338 on the season with a home run and 27 RBIs. $12 doubles, 2 triples. He has walked 51 times. Just what you want for a table setter at the top of your lineup. He takes a breaking ball down and in, laid off the slider, and it's 1-2. Umpires today, Bobby Dunnigan behind the plate, Trevor Henson at first, Kevin Spivey at second, And Gary Keller, yesterday's home plate umpire, down at third. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And Octavio lines it into center field. It'll hang up for Connor Curley to make the catch a bit in left center. And there's one down. Was playing him shallow and got there with no trouble. Defensively for the Cougars, it's Stephen Mitter at first, Matthew McDade at second, Isaac Boughton at short, David Meadows at third. Joining Curley in the outfield to his right and left is Wynn Johns, and to his left and right is Derek Wiley, and Robert Brooks behind the plate. Ethan Stringer drops a bunt, third base side. Meadows is going to let it roll, and it will go foul. He had no other option as he was playing back and wisely decided to take his chances, and it took a left-hand turn and went foul. Strike one on the .311 batting Ethan Stringer. Also 1 for 5 yesterday, but like Octavio, the one hit and the RBI came at the best possible moment. 2-out single in the bottom of the ninth. Stringer's base hit tied the game. Sent it to a 10th inning where Bryce Roddy won it with that 2-strike single to center that scored Moret Kloop, who had reached on an error. No balls and a strike. Stringer at .311, 5 homers, 34 RBIs, and he swings through a pitch there. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Outfield playing him straight away. Pat Monteith on deck. Anybody gets on, Kloop would bat, and now time called just as Joyner started into his motion. That pitch won't count. No balls and 2 strikes. Stringer waiting, Joyner pitching, and a check swing foul to the screen. Holding it 0-2. What's on the line for North Greenville? Well, as we mentioned, they have never been to the Division II College World Series. They did in 2011 win the National Christian College Athletic Association Championship. Stringer lines an 0-2 hanger into left field for a base hit. And he is a 1-out base runner. That'll bring Pat Monteith to the plate. The year before Landon Powell got here in 2014, North Greenville won a grand total of 8 games. That first season in 2015, North Greenville won the Conference Carolinas tournament and began this run of success that has seen Powell's program do everything but advance to the D2 College World Series. They are 1 win away from doing so now. Throw over to first, and Stringer steps back. Pat Monteith was 1 for 5 yesterday. He struck out 3 times. Right-handed batter. And Joyner's first pitch to him is a swing and a miss, and it's that kind of swing they were talking to him about prior to the game today. Opening up the shoulder, over-swinging, too much of an uppercut rather than hitting line drives. And when he's right, he has great power to right center field. And yesterday and on that swing today, he was trying to pull the ball. And talk about that front side flying open, and we were talking to him about that in the pregame today. Hitting .330 with 11 homers and 45 RBIs, and he cue shots a breaking ball foul over by the first base dugout. It's 0-2. So Joyner was ahead of Stringer 0-2. Gave up a base hit. He's 0-2 on Monteith with 1 on and 1 out. And the right-hander with a pause. And the pitch. And the slider down and away. A ball and 2 strikes. Stringer will run a little bit. He has attempted 13 stolen bases on the season. He's only been caught twice. Decent lead at first. Joyner's 1-2, and Monteith hits it hard back into left center field, but Curley going to get over to make the catch. And there are 2 down. Little bit of topspin on that one, and Curley was able to get into the gap to reel it in, and now Marek Kloop. He, like the first three batters in front of him yesterday, 1 for 5. Struck out a couple of times, but he reached on an error leading off the 10th inning yesterday afternoon, stole second, and came in on Roddy's game winner with 2 outs. 4:07 and the first pitch, he pops it foul off of first. Stephen Minter over, but it'll get back behind the dugout. Conference Carolina's player of the year is Kloop. 12 homers, 71 runs batted in, 20 doubles, and 3 triples. Started his career at North Carolina State, has found a home here in Tigerville. No balls and a strike to him, and turning a throw to first by Joyner. Conversely, as we talked about yesterday, in the now 25 years that Greg Appleton's been the head coach at Columbus State, they have been to the College World Series 4 times. Snap throw down to first. They won it back in 2002, finished runner-up in 07 and 12. 12 NCAA tournament appearances coming into this season. It has been quite the run for Appleton. Swing and a miss. Kloop chases a slider, and he's down, no balls and 2 strikes, or excuse me, a ball and 2 strikes. Josh Center in the on-deck circle. Top of the first inning, no score, 2 outs and a runner at first. The 1-2 to Kloop, and that pitch in the dirt. Off-speed pitch outside. 2-2. Not as windy as it was yesterday, and what breeze we do have seems to be blowing towards the left field corner. 2-2 pitch with the runner going, and it's shot right back through the middle, but the second baseman, McDade, who was breaking to cover the bag on the steal attempt, there to field it on a short hop, get the force of Stringer, and in the inning, Kloop had the misfortune of hitting it right to him. He hit that ball dead on the screws. 4 unassisted on the out. And we head to the bottom of inning number 1. North Greenville nothing, and Columbus State coming to bat. Bottom of the first inning, Columbus State coming to bat with this lineup. Isaac Boughton leads it off at shortstop, batting second, the DH, Colby Brabston. Robert Brooks, the catcher and number 3 hitter. Cleanup batter is first baseman Stephen Minter. David Meadows, the third baseman, bats 5th. The right fielder and 6th hitter is Derek Wiley. Wynn Johns in left field will hit 7th. Batting 8th, Matthew McDade at second base. And hitting 9th, the center fielder Connor Curley. On the mound for North Greenville is right-hander Noah Takis Jr., 6'3", 185-pounder from Macon, Georgia. Started his career at Davidson, transferred into this program. This is his 16th appearance, but just his 4th start. He's 6-0 and a 1.78 earned run average. 55 2/3 innings, 28 hits, 13 runs, 11 earned. 43 strikeouts to 19 walks, and the opposition hitting just 148 against him. He has hit 12 batters in that 55 2/3 innings. And he will get Boughton, Brabston, and Brooks. Top third of their batting order. Boughton was 2 for 4 with an RBI, also walked and was hit by a pitch yesterday, so he was on 4 times in 6 trips to the plate. 321 overall, 10 home runs, and 42 runs batted in. Right-handed batting shortstop, and Takis winds and delivers, and it's a breaking ball low, ball 1. The 1-0. That breaking ball got the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. And there's strike 2 call with a fastball. Takis, as you've already seen on 3 pitches, will vary what he does with that leg kick. Sometimes he'll play it straight. Sometimes he'll double clutch it. That time he kind of quick pitched a little bit. There's that pause, and the breaking ball bounces up there, 2-2. Right-hander ready with the break-even pitch to Boughton, and strike 3 swinging. Got away with a breaking ball that hung on him a little bit, but the change of speed had Boughton way out in front. And there's 1 out. Defensively for the Crusaders, Zach Zara, Garrick Octavio, Corey Bivens, Pat Monteith, first, second, short, and third. Left to right in the outfield, Ethan Stringer, Josh Center, and Marek Kloop. Campbell Connard getting the start behind the plate. Here's Colby Brabson, 0 for 4 with a walk yesterday. Left-handed batting DH, and he swings at the first pitch and slices it foul and out of play down the left field line. Lands in the netting on top of the batting cages. 282, 10 homers, 38 runs batted in. Talked yesterday about the potency of their lineup, and we have seen North Greenville's love for the long ball this season, but this Columbus State team, with the 1 Wiley hit yesterday, has now hit 109 long balls on the season compared to 86 for North Greenville. And the other thing that they do exceptionally well is get hit by pitches. Top first base side, here comes Zara. He'll take it himself, and Brabson is the second out. They got hit twice yesterday, both by Tristan Hudson. That's 81 times their hitters have been plunked on the season. Brabson, the guy who was just retired, has been hit 20 times. Now Robert Brooks, they kept this guy in check yesterday, 0 for 4 with a walk, struck out once. All he's doing on the year despite that is hitting .387 with 21 home runs and 83 runs batted in. Takis with the first pitch to him, and he hit him. Fastball got him. 13th time he's been hit by a pitch. And that'll extend the inning for Stephen Minter. Minter was 0 for 4 yesterday, did drive in a run with a sacrifice fly. That was his 70th run batted into the season, to go along with 14 long ones and a .371 batting average. No score here in the bottom of the first inning. Takis just hits Brooks with the first pitch. He's a 2-out base runner. Now he'll go to the stretch for the first time. And the first pitch is a breaking ball that stays up and in, ball 1. Octavio shading well up the middle. 3 or 4 steps back on the outfield turf, so just a massive gap on the right side of the infield. Monteith playing deep and toward the line at third. Check the swing, cost him a strike on the outside corner. 1-1. David Meadows waiting on deck. Brooks, a very short lead at first base. Not more than a step and a half off the bag, and there's a ball squibbed foul off the end of the bat, and Minter behind now, a ball and 2 strikes to Noah Takis. Giving him some room out in left center field, too. Stringer playing straight away in left, but center and Kloop shading him to the right. Runner bluffs to go, and that pitch up over the head of Stephen Minner. It's 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Cougars cleanup hitter, junior first baseman Stephen Minner. Takis with the long pause and the break-even pitch, and a fly ball to left. Stringer almost dead in his tracks, now moving a bit to his right, waiting, makes the one-handed grab, and the inning is over. So the 2-out hit by pitch, and that's all. 1 inning in the books, and we are scoreless here in Tigerville in this 2022 Division II Southeast Super Regional. Top of the second, 5, 6, and 7 for North Greenville. Center, Zara, and Holiday. We welcome you back. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. As always, you can interact with us by shooting an email to thedanscottshow@gmail.com, thedanscottshow@gmail.com, or you can hit up on Twitter. That first pitch is pulled foul by Josh Center, and Hunter Dilworth can't make the play. Dan Scott Show is a Twitter handle, by the way. Yesterday we had over 3,100 viewers when it was all said and done. Ground ball toward the hole at short, and that'll be a base hit. Backhanded, and a long throw by Boughton that was way late and offline. And Josh Center with an infield single, his second hit of this Super Regional. Leadoff base runner here in the second for Zach Zara. He had a couple of hits yesterday, including a double. Hitting .302 on the season. Josh Center a threat to run, 24 steals. He's been caught twice, and Joyner throwing over there. Big hole on the left side, actually pretty good hole on both sides. The middle infielders both cheating toward the bag. The shortstop Boughton a little more so for the left-handed batter. Meadows at third, playing a couple of steps beyond the cutout, and about even with the third base bag. And Zara hacking at the first pitch and found it straight back. Pretty good swing. No balls and a strike. Wind has died down for the moment. Joyner with the long pause in the 0-1. Zara shows bunt, takes it just off the plate outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, if North Greenville wins this, they win the Super Regional and advance to the College World Series. If Columbus State wins, we play again about 45 minutes after the completion of this one. Throw to first, and center has to dive back to the bag. He was leaning just a little bit. Ball and a strike. Left-handed batter waiting, and the pitch. Runner going, and a fly ball to center. Curley backing on a little bit, waiting on it to come down, and puts it away for the first out. So one out with center still at first base. Here's Jordan Holiday. Single and double yesterday, a pair of sacrifice flies. Got his average up to 303 with 10 homers and now 33 runs batted in. Big, strong right-handed batter, and Joyner's first pitch to him is inside a ball. Landon Powell refers to this young man as being quote-unquote country strong. Throw to first. One ball, no strikes. Joyner with the pitch. And a check swing foul into the screen just to the right of the plate, 1-1. Campbell Connard getting the start behind the plate today, waiting on deck. Scoreless game here in the top of the second inning. Josh Center at first, one out. And there's a ground ball, base hit into left field. Center will stop at second base. Holiday now is 3 for 3 officially in this Super Regional. And Crusaders have the first scoring threat, 2 on, 1 out for Campbell Connard. Hitting just .211 on the season in limited time with a home run and 8 RBIs. He came off the bench yesterday, went 1 for 2 and drove in a run. In a run-producing situation here with great speed at second base and Josh Center. And Joyner's first pitch to him is chopped right side. Moving to his left as the second baseman McDade does a 360 spin to right himself and throw out Connard in a close play. Second out of the inning. Both runners advance. Center to third, Holiday to second. And now Corey Bivens will bat with runners at second and third and 2 down, and a chance to drive in a pair if he can find a hole somewhere. He was 1 for 4 yesterday, but talked about having this presence in your number 9 slot. 332 with 11 homers and 48 RBIs. And the first pitch to him, he swings and misses. Pitch diving below his bat, strike 1. All 3 of the Crusaders' final runs yesterday, the 2 in the 9th, the game winner in the 10th, came via the 2-out base hit. It's what Bivens is looking for here, and a breaking ball low and away. Good block by Brooks. 0-1. Joyner trying to strand those 2 runners and keep it scoreless here early. One ball, one strike. Right-hander bringing it. And check swing, did he go? He did not, says first base umpire Trevor Henson. 2-1. Second and third, 2 out. 2-1 pitch to Bivens. And he takes it low and in, ball 3. Leadoff hitter Garrett Octavio on deck. Bivens steps out, looks into his dugout third base side, taps the head of the bat on the plate. Center down the line at third. Holiday leading at second with 2 out. The 3-1 pitch. And he chops it foul at the plate. Count goes full at 3-2. This will be the 32nd pitch of the afternoon thrown by Joyner with 2 outs here in the 2nd inning. The payoff, and he struck him out swinging with a good slider, moving down and away, and the threat goes by the boards. That's a big pitch in a big situation, and the first strikeout is a huge one for Colton Joyner. Crusaders strand 2, head to the bottom of the 2nd. No score.
Fans, tell the world you're here. Share your experiences, connect with other fans, and gain behind-the-scenes access to your favorite teams. For more information, visit ncaa.com/social to learn more.
Noah Takas finishing up his warm-ups here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Colton Joyner with a nice job of pitching out of difficulty in the top of this 2nd. It will be 5, 6, and 7, Meadows, Wiley, and Johns. David Meadows had 3 hits yesterday. He was 3 for 4 in RBI, and he was hit by a pitch, so he was on base 4 times. He'll lead it off. .342, a homer, 41 RBIs. Takas working from the windup, and the first pitch is a little bit outside a ball. Home plate umpire Bobby Dunnigan flinched. Looked like he wanted to call it a strike and changed his mind in a split second. The 1-0. Bounce to third. Monteith from the edge of the turf throws, and he got him, and there's one down. Didn't wait on the second hop. He came in and got that first hop, picked it right off the turf. Throw a little high, but no problem for Holiday, or for Zach Zara, rather. Now here's Derek Wiley. He was a triple away from the cycle yesterday. His 19th home run of the season, a 2-run shot in the 4th. 66 runs batted in, a .345 batting average. And he fouls one off the fist far into the third base dugout. Single, double, 2-run home run. This guy's just a sophomore. The 0-1, breaking ball on the outside corner. And there's that little quick pitch move out of the windup. He didn't give him the big leg kick. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. Win Johns on deck. Freezes with the leg kick and just missed the outside corner there. And now the first base umpire, Trevor Henson, apparently told Johns that, or told Noah Takas he couldn't do what he just did with nobody on base. He froze that leg kick, delayed. And now he's pushing Landon Powell back to the dugout, and the 4 umpires are going to get together and talk about this. With nobody on base, I'm not sure what the issue is. That's the first time he had done that here early in this ball game, but he has varied the leg kick. He has kind of given it a little double clutch. He has quick pitched. All out of the windup with nobody on. And now the umpires standing between the mound and the third baseline are talking it over. And the conversation continues. And now they're going to pull both coaches out and talk to them about whatever it was they decided in their 4-man huddle. 2 go to Landon Powell, 2 go to Greg Appleton. And now I suppose the question is, was it a pitch or was it not a pitch? Just judging by body language, and we have no way of knowing, but judging by body language, they're going to say the pitch didn't count. But judging by body language, Landon Powell appeared to be okay with whatever the explanation was. Regardless, we are back at it now with an 0-2 pitch to Derek Wiley. Takis with the wind. He quick pitches him this time, and he struck him out swinging with a slider. 2 down, his second strikeout. It's the 64th time that Wiley's gone down on strikes this season. And now junior Wynn Johns will bat. He had a hit in 5 trips yesterday and drove in a run. 331, 8 homers, and now 45 runs batted in. First pitch to him is down and away, a ball. No score, bottom of the second inning. Game 2 of this 2022 Division II Southeast Super Regional. Strike called on the inside corner, 1-1. North Greenville won yesterday, 7-6 in 10 innings. So a win in this game, they advance to the College World Series. Columbus State needs to win this one to force a third and deciding game later this afternoon. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. And Takis ahead now, a ball and 2 strikes. '24th pitch of this early afternoon. And he misses outside, 2-2. Matthew McDade, the number 8 hitter, waiting on deck. Takis ready with the 2-2 pitch, and he bounced that one up there. And he's gone full at 3-2. It's the age-old battle between pitcher and hitter. Payoff pitch, and he just got a piece of a breaking ball. Matter of fact, was talking with Landon Powell and his assistant Trey Dyson about this. One of his assistants, Trey Dyson, earlier about this earlier today. Hitting is timing, pitching is upsetting timing, and there are multiple ways to do it. And Takis does it with varying leg kicks. Here comes the 3-2 again. Fastball up, and it's pulled foul. Ricochets back out into short left field, and Pat Monteith will run it down. So we will see a third 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. And strike 3 swinging. A foul tip on a breaking ball. And the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts for Takis. Cougars go down in order. And through 2 innings, it is scoreless here in Tigerville. Back in a moment.
Fans, sports wagering has the potential to undermine the integrity of collegiate athletics and jeopardize the welfare of student athletes. For more information on the NCAA sports wagering educational resources, go to don'tbetonit.org. That's don'tbetonit.org.
Top of the order for North Greenville here in the third. It was a scoreless game. Garrick Octavio, Ethan Stringer, and Pat Monteith. Dan Scott with you here on the broadcast. Mention our email address, thedanscottshow@gmail.com. I want to say hello to Barry and Carrie Burton in Phoenix City, Alabama. Grandparents of Columbus State closer Peyton Burton. I think we said hello to his other set of grandparents yesterday, and got the Octavios and probably most of Hawaii watching, having a little brunch and checking it out as Garrick lifts one into left field. Routine for Johns as he waits on it to come down, and there's one out. Now Ethan Stringer, who had a 1-out base hit in the first inning.
Number 4, Ethan Stringer.
Right-handed batter, and first pitch to him is on the inside corner at the knees, a strike. Every pitch seems to have somebody upset. That is postseason baseball to a T. Pulled foul, third base dugout. It's 0-2. Stringer was behind 0-2 in the first inning when he got his base hit. In the same situation now. Joyner again works him to stretch full time. The 0-2 again, and he just missed the outside corner. Joyner thought he had it, didn't get the call. It's 1-2. Pat Monteith waiting on deck. Here is the 1-2 pitch, and he struck him out swinging, chased the slider way off the plate outside. 2 down, second strikeout for Colton Joyner, and here's Monteith. Hit it hard his last time up back in the first inning. It lined out to the center fielder Connor Curley in left center field. Right-handed batter with a big open stance, and he takes a slider off the plate outside a ball. 1-0. Right-hander brings it. Monteith again, big swing, flying open, pulling his head. Ball and a strike. 2 outs, nobody on in the third. Scoreless game. Fastball away. 2-1. Outfield playing him straight away. Infield is back all the way around. And cue shot foul into the front end of the first base dugout. 2-2 on Monteith. Joyner trying to set him down in order for the first time in the game. 2-2 pitch. And a line drive into left field that will drop for a base hit. Kicked around a little bit by Johns. Monteith going to try to get into second base, and he does. Head first slide. That'll be a single and an error on Wynn Johns. High hop. He went up and got his glove on it and then mishandled it, and Monteith never stopped running, went in strong with the headlong slide. And he's in scoring position with 2 outs now. That is John's second error in the series out in left field, his 4th of the year. 4th hit for the Crusaders, and now Marek Kloop, who hit it hard in the first inning, but right at the second baseman McDade, who was moving toward the second base bag with Stringer on the run. He was able to get the force to end the inning, and Kloop takes strike 1. Had a 2-out opportunity in the last inning and couldn't score. Another one here in the third. The 0-1 chopped left side. To his left is Meadows. Third baseman's long throw, and he got it. Inning is over. So the 2-out single and the error caused no difficulty for Colton Joyner in middle of the third. We remain scoreless here in Tigerville.
For the Crusaders in the top of the third, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We're at the bottom of the inning, no score. For all Division II news and championship coverage, visit ncaa.com/D2. Also, make sure to follow NCAA Division II on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and join the conversation by making #MakeItYours.
We go to the bottom of the third. 8-9-1 for Columbus State. McDade, Curley, and Boughton. Scoreless game early on. McDade was 0 for 5 with a pair of strikeouts yesterday. Freshman hitting .265. 13 homers in his first season as a college baseball player. 44 runs batted in. And Noah Takis with the first pitch. Swing and a miss at a good breaking ball down. 0-1. Just a perfect day for baseball. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt outside. 1-1. And again, I qualify. I say the dirt. The only dirt in the place is on the mound. Everything else is field turf. 1-1 pitch. A little high with that breaking ball. 2-1. The 2-1, swing and a miss. Another good slider, and Taka's ahead 2-2. It's 3:30 down the lines here. 370 to the power alleys, 395 to straightaway center field. Symmetrical ballpark. It's 8 feet tall. The fence is all the way around. Here comes the 2-2, and it's pulled foul to third base coach Patrick Collins. Holding it 2-2 on Matthew McDade, leading off the bottom of the third for Columbus State. And Takis brings it, and it's a high again, ball 3. And the count's gone full at 3-2. Number 9 hitter Connor Curley in the on-deck circle. And here's the payoff. And he walked him. Breaking ball stayed up. First base on ball is issued by Noah Takis. And it comes to the number 8 hitter leading off the third inning. They've had 2 base runners. Brooks was hit by a pitch with 2 outs in the first, and now the leadoff walk to McDade. And here's the aforementioned Connor Curley, who had a single and a double in 4 official at-bats yesterday. Also drew a base on ball, struck out once. Hitting .313 now with 28 runs batted in, left-handed batter. And he shows bunt, takes a breaking ball for a strike. The way Monteith was charging on that, you wonder if he might try the old butcher boy or the slug bunt, whatever you want to call it, have him square around and see if he couldn't slap one by the charging third baseman. No balls in a strike. He squares again, takes a breaking ball for a strike, and it's 0-2. Just the fact that he is squaring to bunt in today's game is a novelty in and of itself. But he does have 9 sacrifice bunts on the season. He's behind 0-2 here, so you'd have to figure the bunt is off. Takis comes set at the belt and delivers. And he bounced it up there, rolls away from Connard. And the wild pitch will advance McDade to second base. So Georgia State with a runner, I said it again, Columbus State with a runner in scoring position for the first time. Once yesterday, once today, we'll get it out of the way early. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Curley with the leadoff man, Isaac Boughton, waiting on deck. Bivens at short between the runner and the bag, shading up the middle. Here's the 1-2, and it's lined down the right field line, but foul. Got out in front of an off-speed pitch. A little too much hook to it. Holding it 1-2. North Greenville has had a couple of opportunities in the first 3 innings to break through first. They could not. Now the Cougars with a runner at second and nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Takis again ready with the 1-2 pitch to Connor Curley. And it's high and away, 2-2. So Curley, who was behind 0-2, has battled back to even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Takis taking a long look into his catcher, Campbell Connard. Still looking. And now time call. Second base umpire pulls his little black book out and makes a notation in it. He's the one who called time. Takacs continuing to look in for the sign. Gets it. The 2-2 pitch. Just missed outside. It's 3-2. He was ahead of McDade, ended up walking him. He was 0-2 on Connor Curley and is about to throw a 3-2 pitch. And when he has missed in this inning, it has been up in the zone. Here comes the payoff, and that breaking ball missed badly outside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks to open the inning. And now you flip the lineup over back to the top for Isaac Boughton, who struck out swinging to lead off the Cougar first inning. They are the home team in this second game. Should it go to a third game, North Greenville would revert back to being the home team, as they were in the opener yesterday. It's a big opportunity here for the Cougars. And Takacs pitches and a bunt third base side. That will roll foul. Boughton with 2 sacrifice bunts on the season. Not something he's asked to do a lot. But it's not something that's totally foreign to him. See what he's doing here. Monteith State, even with the bag at third. He squares again, and a breaking ball misses up and in. So as good as the command of Noah Takacs was in the first 2 innings, he has been all over the place here in the third. Back-to-back walks after getting ahead of both McDade and Curley. And now a ball and a strike on Isaac Boughton. 2 on, nobody out, scoreless game, bottom of the third. Right-hander glances back at second once, twice. Again, Boughton squares, and he puts it out in front of the plate, and that will roll foul. With the backspin, it's 1-2. Colby Brabston, the on-deck hitter, retrieves the bat and has it waiting on Isaac Boughton as he heads back to the plate. McDade at second. Connor Curley at first for the Cougars. They both walk leading off this inning. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Isaac Boughton. Right-handed batter waving the bat around as Takacs gets the sign. And here comes the 1-2. And a foul ball up and in. Or did it say it hit him? Oh, they're going to say it hit him on the hand. And that'll load the bases. Landon Powell started out, and the home plate umpire, Bobby Dunnigan, pushed him back and goes to the first base umpire, Trevor Henson. Actually, he's going to the batter, who's at first base, Boughton, to take a look at his hand. And apparently satisfied with what he saw. So the hit by pitch loads the bases. Nobody out, and Colby Brabston, the DH, will step in. Second batter that Takacs has hit today. The 14th time Boughton's been hit on the season, 83rd now for the team. So big time opportunity for the Cougars. They're loaded with nobody out. Brabston bounced out to first in the first inning. And the first pitch to him, swing and a miss at a slider down and in, and good stop by Campbell Connard as he slid to his right to smother that one. 0-1. Takacs wants a new baseball, and Bobby Dunnigan complies. No balls and a strike. Infield is playing back. They'll give up a run to try and turn two here. Takis in a jam of his own doing. 2 walks and a hit batter to load the bases, and Brabston a little flare out behind second. Then shortstop Bibbins gets back, makes the play, and immediately turns the fire to the plate. No advancement by the runners, and there's one down. Now Robert Brooks. If you're Greg Appleton, this is the guy you want at the plate here. We've talked about his numbers. 21 homers, 83 RBIs, batting with the bases loaded and 1 out. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning. Also would be a double play candidate. Right side of the infield wide open for him as they've gone into the shift, and the breaking ball got the inside corner a strike. So Takis, as you get another look at the play Bibbins makes, pitching himself into a big-time jam, now trying to pitch out of it. This will be his 50th pitch of the afternoon. The 0-1 to Brooks. And boy, he had a hanging breaking ball, and he fouled it straight back, 0-2. I mean, he was right on it, too. And that's the pitch that Takis, for the most part, has lost command of here in this third inning. He's ahead 0-2 to the dangerous Robert Brooks. Cougars at every base and 1 down. Right-hander bringing it, and a ground ball up the middle. Octavio behind the bag, steps on second for 1, throw to first, double play, inning is over. Had him played perfectly. 4-3 double play. They had him loaded with nobody out, and Noah Takis pitches out of the jam without allowing a run. 2 left, and off to the 4th we go. Still scoreless here at the Southeast Regional in Tigerville.
Institutions encourage their student athletes to be involved in activities and experiences outside their sport and engage in areas that will help them succeed in their career and in life after college. Make it yours in Division 2. Visit ncaa.org/D2 to learn more.
Who will draw first blood in this one? Both teams have threatened, neither have scored. 3 inning totals. North Greenville, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. And for Columbus State, no runs, no hits, and 1 error. Josh Center had an infield single leading off the 2nd inning. He leads off the 4th for the Crusaders. And he swings and misses at a pitch down, strike 1. Center, Zara, and Holiday against Colton Joyner. Right-hander bringing the 0-1 plateward, and a good cut at a fastball, and he fouled it straight back. 0-2. Now Center waiting on an 0-2 pitch. Shortstop Isaac Boughton moved a couple of steps toward the hole. Joyner brings it, and he bounced a breaking ball. 1-2. Giving him some room out in left center field. 1-2 pitch to him. And another pitch in the dirt that skips by Brooks. Back to the screen. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Center bat on his shoulder, waiting, now has it cocked. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and it's ripped fair past the diving third baseman Meadows, down into the left field corner. Over to dig it out is Johns. Center will take a big turn. He's going to try to stretch at the 3. Head first slide, he's in there. A hustle triple on a ball into the left field corner off the bat of Josh Center. He hesitated slightly around second and then took off and just got in ahead of the throw. His first triple of the season, and he is 90 feet away with nobody out for Zach Zara. They are going to keep the infield back. Zara flied to center his first time up, and he takes it down and in, and a backhand snag on the short hop by Brooks. 1-0. Here comes pitching coach Perez Knowles out to the mound. Second year as a graduate assistant here when Columbus State eliminated North Greenville from the regionals in 2018. Knowles was a big reason in his work on the mound. Went on to play professionally for a short time and is back in his second year as a graduate assistant and pitching coach. Left-handed, was watching him throw BP earlier today, and he's still got a little giddy up in that arm. So a ball and no strikes to Zach Zara. North Greenville had first and second, 1 out, second and third, 2 out in the second, couldn't score. Runner at second, 2 outs in the third, couldn't score. In the bottom of the third inning, Columbus State had the bases loaded with nobody out and could not score. So here in the top of the fourth, the leadoff triple by Josh Center. And a 1-ball, no strike count to Zara. The pitch and a breaking ball on the outside corner, a strike, 1-1. The only place in the infield where they might get an out at the plate would be a ball hit hard to the third baseman Meadows. He is just a step or so behind the bag. Everybody else back. And Zara fouls it off to the left. He's behind 1-2. And in this situation, they are giving you a run. You got to put the ball in play if you're Zach Zara. On the other hand, Colton Joyner, he's looking for a strikeout or a pop-up. He's ahead 1-2. Right-hander comes set and pitches, and the fastball is high and away. Snap throw down to third, and Center goes diving back to the bag. I think they set that up almost as a called play, it looked like, because the pitch was not quite a pitch out. But with nobody in the right-handed batter's box, Brooks came up firing. Now the 2-2 pitch. And strike 3 called. He dropped the breaking ball in the outside corner. 1 down. Third strikeout. Tell you what, this kid has made some big pitches early in this ball game. Now Jordan Holiday had a base hit in the second inning. They will stay with the infield back except for Meadows, and he's even backed up another step or two. Holiday drove in 2 runs with sacrifice flies yesterday, and he swings through an off-speed pitch here, strike 1. Again, a situation where they are giving you a run if you could put it in play on the ground somewhere. The 0-1 pitch lays off a pitch up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. No score as we play here in the top of the 4th inning. Game 2 of this Super Regional. 1-1 pitch to Holiday. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. And he's behind a ball and 2 strikes. Campbell Connard waiting on deck. And now with 2 strikes, they're going to bring the infield in against Holiday. The 1-2 pitch. And he chased a pitch in the dirt outside. Strike 3 swinging. They played the Ghostbusters theme between innings a moment ago, so it brings to mind the thought that he could not have hit that pitch with a 10-meter cattle prod. You know your Ghostbusters dialogue. So now with 2 outs and center still at third base, Campbell Connard, who grounded to second in the 2nd inning. And again, it's going to take something with 2 out here. First pitch. And a line drive into left field. It will be caught on a dive by Wynn Johns to take away a base hit and keep this game scoreless. Sinking line drive, and it hung up just enough for Johns to make a diving catch coming toward the infield. Put a star by that one. Inning is over. The leadoff triple, and they can't get the run in. Middle of the 4th, still no score. Scoring opportunities for both teams, big-time opportunities going by the boards as pitchers Takis and Joyner making big pitches at big moments in this game. We move on to the 4th, bottom of the 4th. Columbus State has the middle third of their batting order. Mentor, Meadows, and Wiley against Noah Takis. 51 pitches through 3, and he threw the bulk of those in the last inning. Got out of it unscathed. They had bases loaded, nobody out, and that breaking ball outside and to the backstop. Ball 1. Minner flied to left for the final out of the 1st inning. Right-hander winds, and the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball low. 2-0. And on the 2-0 pitch, he went waving at a breaking ball. 2-1. Takis bringing the 2-1 plateward, swinging a miss with a fastball. Went away from him, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, and he bounced it up there. So he's gone full at 3-2. And a line drive into left field. It will hang up for Stringer to make the running catch down around his shins. 1 out. Ball had a lot of top spin on it. Now David Meadows bounced to third his first time up. And he takes it low, ball 1. No score as we play here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Game 2 of this 2022 Super Regional. North Greenville won the first one yesterday 7-6 in 10 innings. A win away from advancing to the D2 College World Series for the first time in school history. Ball and a strike. Right-hander winds in the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball low and away. 2-1. Derek Wiley waiting on deck. The 2-1 to Meadows. Breaking ball stays high. 3-1. Three balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 4th inning, no score. Strike 2 called, a fastball right in there. 3-2. Takis with the payoff. And it's lined back through the middle into center field, a base hit. That's the first hit for Columbus State. Josh Center over towards left center field to get it back to the infield. And Meadows a 1-out base runner. And that'll bring Derek Wiley to the plate. He struck out swinging his first time up. Big, strong, right-handed batting sophomore. Hit his 19th home run of the season here yesterday. And he is buzzed by a fastball under the chin. 1-0. They're in the shift for him. Swings and misses at a breaking ball away. Octavio, the second baseman, a couple of steps to the left of second, back at the edge of the outfield turf. So the right side of the infield wide open should Wiley want to try to punch one that way. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at another breaking ball, and Takis ahead of him, 1-2. You see those swings. Temptation is to keep throwing it. What you don't want to do is hang one to this guy. Those have been 2 really, really good sliders from Takis. See what he does on the 1-2. And he hung one and got away with it. So it's fouled off to the right. slider, cutter, whatever it was spinning up and on the inner part of the plate. Holding it a ball and 2 strikes. Meadows at first, 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning, scoreless in game 2 of this Southeast Super Regional. And a throw to first base, just a leisurely toss over. Meadows leads the team in steals with 25. He's been caught 3 times. Ball and 2 strikes on Wiley. Runner bluffs a go, and it's in the dirt, and it gets through Connard all the way to the backstop. That'll be a wild pitch, and Meadows advances to second base. Connard didn't get all the way down, and it went right under the glove through his legs. So Columbus stayed again with a runner in scoring position and a 2-2 count to Derek Wiley. Which team is going to flinch first? Wiley asking for time. Now steps right back in. Takis ready with the 2-2 pitch to him. Here it comes. And it's grounded past the diving Monteith into left field for a base hit. Here comes the runner. Here comes the throw to the plate. It is late. And Columbus State takes advantage of the wild pitch. Wiley with the RBI single. And the Cougars draw first blood. It's 1-0. Just out of the reach of Monteith as he dove off to his left. And finally, somebody has uncapped the run spigot. Here's Wynn Johns. He struck out swinging his first time up. Wiley now at first with 1 down. And a breaking ball. Kind of spun on him a little bit, but still got the inside corner for a strike. 0-1. In the dirt, and a good stop by Campbell Connard that time. Ball and a strike. Junior left fielder Wynn Johns waiting, the 1-1 breaking ball that kind of spun up there again, and he fouled it straight back over our head and out of play. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Takis was ahead of Wiley before giving up the base hit. He's ahead 1-2 on Johns. Here's the pitch, and he misses outside 2-2. That's where the count was on Wiley. Now he's 2-2 on Johns with Matthew McDade on deck. 1-0 Columbus State. They have broken through here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Runner at first, 1 down. The 2-2. And a 1-hopper behind the bag to Monteith. No play at second. His throw to first just in time to get Johns. Wiley advances 90 feet, and they are 2 down. Monteith, just a quick glance to second, wisely decided not to take that route. And now the freshman Matthew McDade, who walked his first time up, leading off the last inning. Base hit now would bring in the second run of the inning. First pitch from Takis, breaking ball, fouled, hit the support pole, ricocheted all the way back out toward the mound. Almost hit directly on home plate. No balls and a strike. That was pitch number 75 for Noah Takis. 2 outs deep into the 4th inning. The 0-1 in the dirt again. 1 ball and 1 strike. Long look in by the right-hander. Now he comes set, checks the runner at second. The 1-1 pitch. And again, a breaking ball in the dirt. 2-1. Octavio a couple of steps back on the outfield turf. Still to the right of second base. Not much. Breaking ball, strike 2 called. Count evens up at 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. The break-even pitch. Strike 3 swinging. Chase ball 4. Away from him. And the inning is over. But Columbus State breaks through. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. And after 4 complete, the Cougars on top. 1-0.
Columbus State 1, North Greenville 0. The NCAA would like to thank official equipment suppliers Rawlings, Smitty, and Spec Seats for their support of NCAA championships. Their contributions help enhance the educational and athletic experiences of nearly 500,000 NCAA student athletes.
Well, for the first time today, one of the pitchers goes out to the mound with a lead. It is Colton Joyner. His Columbus State Cougars on top by a score of 1-0 as we head to the 5th. And as he does go, they have action in their bullpen. Chandler Ring, a junior right-hander, loosening up. 9-1-2, Bivens, Octavio, and Stringer. And Bivens takes a strike from Joyner. He struck out swinging his first time up. The Crusaders have had multiple opportunities to score and unable to do so. There's a ball. Last inning, the leadoff triple by Josh Center, and they couldn't get him in.
You can agree or disagree, but either way, that counts as a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike, and a looping line drive that'll drop into shallow center field for a base hit. So Bivens with a leadoff single. There is the tying run at first here in the top of the 5th. And back to the top of the order for Garrick Octavio, who has flied to center twice. First time up was a line drive. Last time, just a lazy fly ball. It's got holes on both sides of the infield. First pitch to him is on the outside corner, a strike. Didn't appear to be too happy with that call by home plate umpire Bobby Dunnigan. Stepped out, took a practice swing, now back in. And a throw to first. Can't ignore Bivens over there. He's got 10 stolen bases this season in 14 attempts. The 0-1 to Octavio. Breaking ball misses outside. A ball and a strike. Right-hander continuing to throw in the Columbus State bullpen, and Joyner will throw to first again. Octavio waiting on a 1-1 pitch with Bivens at first. Nobody out, and there's strike two called at the knees. And the left-handed batting leadoff hitters behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Joyner will turn and throw to first again. Mentioned it, just a beautiful day for baseball and a picturesque setting here in northern Greenville County, South Carolina. Another throw to first. One ball and 2 strikes and holding on Garrick Octavio. Joyner with the long pause, bringing it plateward, and it's outside, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. 1-0 Columbus State, top of the 5th inning. Runner goes, and the pitch is lifted in the air to left. Johns moving toward the line a bit will make the play. Third fly ball out off the bat of Garrick Octavio. And now Ethan Stringer, who has singled and struck out swinging and 2 times up. Octavio now 1 for 8 in this Super Regional. So Stringer settling in. Bivens edging off the bag at first, and the first pitch is a fastball in there for a strike. Both middle infielders pinching toward the bag, looking for a double play ground ball. And here's another throw to first. Crusaders have out hit them 6-2, but trail at 1-0 here in the top of the 5th. Joyner ready with the 0-1 to Ethan Stringer. And it's pulled in the hole into left field, a base hit. Stopping at second is Bivens. Didn't hit it hard, but had good eyes. Second hit for Stringer. And again, a threat for the Crusaders. 2 on with 1 out. Tying run in scoring position for Pat Monteith, who was lined to left and singled it 2 times up. Ring has thrown about as much as he needs to throw down in their bullpen. He's just playing the role of spectator right now. First pitch to Monteith is hit well back into right center field. Wiley on the run, looking up, it's gone! 3-run home run the other way for Pat Monteith. And with one swing of the bat, the Crusaders turn it around. They lead it 3-1 here in the 5th inning. Number 12 of the year, RBIs 46, 47, and 48. And we talked about it in his first at bat, how he had been opening up, pulling his head, pulling off the ball, and Landon Powell talking to him prior to the game today, that when you're swinging your best, you're hitting the ball to right center field. And that's where he shot that 3-run home run out of here. Here's Marek Kloop now. Bases empty and 1 down. He's 0 for 2. And he swings through a breaking ball. So Columbus State breaks through with a run in the bottom of the 4th. Monteith plays long ball in the top of the 5th. It's 3-1 North Greenville. Fouled off to the right, out of play. You know, it's easy to spend somebody else's money. But what would help from a broadcast standpoint is if instead of a see-through screen on the outfield fence, there was dark padding so you could automatically tell when a ball disappeared or not. Because that was a line drive, and just for half a second, from my perspective, it was hard to see if it hit on the warning track or if it had enough to get out, and it had enough to get out. Ball and 2 strikes to Kloop, the pitch. And he lays off a slider down and away. 2-2. So we'll try to get Landon on that in the fundraising for next season. Dan Scott wants padding on the outfield fence. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 swinging. Came back with the slider, and Kloop swung over the top of it. 2 down. That's the 5th strikeout for Joyner. And now Josh Center, who has singled and tripled in 2 times up. Just going back and looking at their stats. As Center takes it down and away a ball. Colton Joyner, that is the 9th home run he's allowed on the season. 3rd most on the team. Windhorst, the starter yesterday, has given up 14. And Devin Dudall, 2nd team all-conference pitcher, has allowed 10. Foul back. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3-1 North Greenville. Top of the 5th inning, 2 outs, nobody on. A ball and a strike on Josh Center. Infield single and a triple in 2 times up. The 1-1 to him. Fly ball. Shallow right. Starting back was the right fielder, but the second baseman, McDade, going out to make the play. Wiley was fooled off the swing, but it turned out to be a little more than a glorified pop-up. Center is retired. Inning is over, but Monteith's 3-run home run puts North Greenville on top. We're halfway through Game 2 of this Super Regional. 3-1 Crusaders.
Crusaders 3, Cougars 1.
Bottom of the fifth, Noah Takis now with the lead to protect. It's 3-1 North Greenville. 9-1-2 due up for Columbus State. Connor Curley, Isaac Boughton, and Colby Brabston. Noah Takis 79 pitches through the first 4 innings. And the right-hander winds and delivers the first pitch to Curley, and a fly ball back into right. On the run is Kloop. He is pulling up, makes the catch. Just shy of the warning track in the gap, 1 out. Now back to the top for Isaac Boughton. 0 for 1, he was hit by a pitch. Two for 5 in the series. He's walked once and now been hit twice, so he's been on base frequently at the top of the order. He lines one back in the right. Kloop got turned around a bit, waiting on it though. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Well, if your pitch count is up and you're looking for an easy inning, I would say that's a good start for Noah Takis. And I think just on principle, Colby Brabston has to take a pitch here. He has grounded out to first, popped out to the shortstop Bivens. That was a big out. With the bases loaded and nobody out, he popped out, and then Brooks bounced into the 4-3 double play to end the inning. And there is a strike. 0-1. Left-handed batter 0 for 6 so far in this Super Regional. Change up, strike 2 called. Upper part of the strike zone. No balls and 2 strikes. Call did not sit very well with the Columbus State dugout. Takis ready with the 0-2 pitch to Brabston. Right-hander dealing, and a check swing on a slider. He did not go. Ball rolled over by the third base dugout. 1-2. Should he reach, Robert Brooks would be next. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And it's grounded to Octavio, who was in another county out in short right field. He charges to get it. Inning is over. 1-2-3 they go. A 6-pitch inning for Noah Takis. Through 5 complete, it remains 3-1 North Greenville. 6, 7, and 8 for North Greenville here in the top half of the 6th inning. Crusaders lead at 3-1. Dan Scott with you here. Second game of this Super Regional. And Zara pushes a bunt out toward the mound. It hits, and that'll be a base hit. A turf bounce as it took as we're looking at it, a left-handed hop, and the catcher, Brooks, as he adjusted to get it, couldn't make a throw. That'll be a bunt single for Zach Zara. 9th hit for the Crusaders, and now Jordan Holiday, who has singled and struck out swinging in 2 times up. First pitch from Joyner to Holiday is a foul ball on a fastball off to the right, out of play, 0-1. Holiday officially 3 for 4 so far in the Super Regional. Had a pair of sacrifice flies yesterday. 33 runs batted in on the season now. And he swings and misses at a fastball in on his hands. He's behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Campbell Connard on deck. See if Joyner drops the slider on him here. Instead, he'll turn and throw to first. No balls and 2 strikes. Pitch. And he had a good cut at a fastball. He brought the heater back, and it was right down the middle. And Holiday fouled it straight back. He would love to see that pitch again. Now let's see if Joyner goes breaking ball on him. He'll turn and throw to first, and they had Zara leaning. He had to dive back and just got in ahead of the tag. Holding it 0-2 on Jordan Holiday. Joyner with the pause and the pitch, and he did go slider, and it stayed on the inner part of the plate, and Holiday fouled it back and out of here. Oh and 2, and holding. Here's the pitch. Fastball hit hard. Nice backhanded pick by Meadows at second, or at third rather, on to second for 1, and they turn it over for the double play. I mean, that ball was scorched, and Meadows picked it on the short hop, and they went around the horn 5-4-3 for the twin killing. 2 down. That was a nice play. Campbell Connard 0 for 2, robbed of a hit his last time up on a diving catch in left by Wynn Johns. Would have brought in the first run of the game at the time, and this time he shoots one back through the middle into center field for a base hit. So the second hit of the inning, but because of the double play, Connard the lone base runner at first. 10th hit for the Crusaders. And here's Bivens, who struck out swinging and started off the 3-run 5th with a base hit. He and Stringer scored on the Monty 3-run home run. Bivens waiting on the first pitch. And he pops it out into shallow. Oh, actually, it's going to carry a little bit, but Curley back to make the play. He started in and then suddenly slammed on the brakes and retreated. And the inning is over. 2 hits, a runner left. Middle of the 6th. 3-1 North Greenville.
For the Crusaders in the 6th, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 runner at top base. We enter the bottom half. Crusaders 3, Cougars 1.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Noah Takacs back out there with a 2-run lead, 3-1. And he'll get 3, 4, and 5. Brooks, Minter, and Meadows in the Columbus State batting order. They have had a right-hander warming up for a while. Have the Cougars. The one that was throwing sat down. They have a lefty up now. Logan Seehaffer is warming up. And it looks like a different right-hander is going to start loosening. So we may have seen the last of Colton Joyner. We'll find out when we go to the 7th. Robert Brooks, with the bases loaded and 1 out in the 3rd, bounced into a 4-3 double play. They were in the shift just like they are now. He hit it right back through the middle, and Octavio, the second baseman, there to step on the bag and throw to first. And Takacs got out of that unscathed. Now time called at the plate. It's Campbell Connard adjusting a wristband. Crusader catcher now ready to go, and the first pitch from Takacs to Morgan is pulled deep but foul down the left field side, an off-speed pitch up and in. No balls and a strike. The 0-1, breaking ball down and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Good breaking ball in there. He took it for strike 2. Brooks is 0 for 5 in the series. He's been on twice. Walked yesterday, was hit by a pitch. His first at bat today. Takacs with the 1-2. And another breaking ball, and he got away with a bit of a hanger there. Holding it a ball and 2 strikes. It was fouled off over the first base dugout. The new right-hander throwing is Austin Elliott down in the Columbus State bullpen. Again, the 1-2, and the breaking ball backed up on him, missed up and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brooks leading it off, then Minter and Meadows here in the Cougars 6th. North Greenville on top, 3-1. Break-even pitch. And strike 3, swinging on a slider. Tried to hold up and couldn't. And that's a big first out of the bottom of the 6th inning for Takacs. That's his 5th strikeout. Stephen Minter has flied out to left twice. Last time a sinking line drive that Ethan Stringer caught on the run down around his shins. Was 3 for 4. I'm sorry, that was Meadows, the on-deck hitter, who was 3 for 4 yesterday. Minter is now 0 for 6. So he fouls that one off. Did have a sacrifice fly in yesterday's game. 3-1 North Greenville, bottom of the 6th inning. The 0-1 and a jam shot rolled by the mound. There is Zara underhanding and safe at first. Takacs was a little late getting there. And I think the line drive from a pitching perspective was a changeup back to the mound. And when he didn't get it, Zara breaking off to his right to get it. And by the time Takacs recovered and got to first, it was a bang-bang play, and Minter giving credit for the infield single. So, tying run comes to the plate in the person of David Meadows, who is 1 for 2, singled in the last, or in the 4th inning, and scored their only run of the game. And now time called as catcher Campbell Connard goes out to the mound to talk to his right-hander. North Greenville bullpen is out behind the left field fence. It looks like maybe for the first time we're going to start to get some stirring out there. Can't see who it is, but if I had to guess, probably Brent Herlong. All right, here's Meadows after the meeting at the mound. Taka's ready to go to work on him in the first pitch. In the air, right center field. Josh Center over there to easily make the play. 2 down. Now Derek Wiley, who's driven in their only run with a base hit his last time up. Talked about it before. Another guy who at this level is pretty much in scoring position when he comes to the plate. Hit his 19th home run yesterday. He's at the plate representing the tying run here in the 6th with 2 down and a runner at first. First pitch to him. Grounded to Monteith, playing deep. He'll throw to second. They get the 4th inning over. 5-4 on the 4th. And Takas pitches around the 1-out infield single. 6 innings complete here in this Super Regional, Day 2. North Greenville on top, 3-1.
Your score, North Greenville 3, Columbus State 1. Did you know more than 50,000 student athletes compete in NCAA championships at more than 800 sites across the country each year? Don't miss out on witnessing the next great moment in sports history. Find a championship near you by visiting ncaa.com/tickets. That's ncaa.com/tickets.
Six inning totals for North Greenville, 3 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They have stranded 6. And for Columbus State, a run, 3 hits, 1 error. They have left 4. Dan Scott with you here at Ray and B. Dillard Field, Bomar Family Stadium. Pitching change for Columbus State, as coming out of the bullpen to start the 7th inning is right-hander Chandler Ring. He's a junior, 6 foot, 190. Warner Robins, Georgia product, started his collegiate career at Lee University. He is making his 20th appearance, his 17th in relief. He's 5-0 with a .389 earned run average. 39 in the 3rd innings, 37 hits, 17 runs all earned, 15 walks, 29 strikeouts, and the opposition is hitting .248 against him. Colton Joyner, 6 innings, 10 hits, but only 3 runs earned. No walks, 5 strikeouts through 87 pitches. And right now he is the pitcher of record for Columbus State, but 3 innings postseason baseball is a long way to go. So Chandler Ring gets the top of the Crusader order. Octavio, Stringer, and Monteith here in the 7th. Octavio 0 for 3, 3 fly ball outs for the senior second baseman. First pitch to him is taking a strike. Talked to his dad, Luke, before the game, and he was telling us that pretty much all of Hawaii was watching the game yesterday to watch Gehrig play, and he was only exaggerating slightly. The 0-1, breaking ball outside. Ball and a strike. (3-1) North Greenville. Top of the 7th inning. Game 2 of the Southeast Super Regional. Line drive left field. It will be caught by Johns as it hung up for him to make the head-high grab. 1 out. Octavio 0 for 4. Now Ethan Stringer 2 for 3 with a run scored. If North Greenville wins this game, they will advance to the College World Series for the first time in school history, the NCAA World Series. They did win the National Christian College Athletic Association World Series in 2011. Stringer takes a strike on the inside corner. If Columbus State comes back and wins it, we will have a winner-take-all third game later this afternoon. No balls and a strike to Stringer with Pat Monteith on deck. And Ring bounces a breaking ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Giving him a little bit of room in right center field. Breaking ball drops on the inside corner for a strike. Stringer behind now, 1-2. Chandler Ring out of the bullpen here in the 7th for Columbus State. Strike 3 swinging on a ball that bounced in the opposite batter's box. A slider. And they are 2 down. First strikeout for Ring. And here's Monteith, who has delivered the game's big blow so far. An opposite field 3-run home run his last time up in the 5th. That has the score where we are right now, 3-1 North Greenville. First pitch to him. There's a breaking ball low. Maybe a little bit inside. Ball 1. Two outs, nobody on here in the 7th. Check swing foul, look out. Right into the dugout, and Perez Knowles ducked and then came up doing a little dance. Maybe a little jiu-jitsu move. Put a little mustard on that hot dog down there. 1-1. Ring works from the stretch full time. The 1-1 pitch to Monteith. Breaking ball and a good one. Strike 2 called. 1-2. So he's got him set up here. Let's see what he brings on the 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. And strike 3 called. Breaking ball on the outside corner that time. Inning is over. 3 up and 3 down. 7th inning stretch time here in Tigerville. And the Crusaders continue to lead it 3-1.
Fans on your feet, it's time to stretch.
Noah Takis back out for the bottom of the 7th inning. 94 pitches he has thrown through the first 6. He'll get the bottom third of the Columbus State order. Johns, McDade, and Curley. Wynn Johns has struck out and grounded out the third and 2 times up. Right-handed batter, and Takis from the windup. The first pitch is line to Monteith. At third, reaches up to his left, 1 out. So now Matthew McDade has walked and struck out swinging. Takis has struck out 5. He has walked 2. He has hit 2. But allowed just the 1 run. And McDade swinging and fouling it out of here right side. No balls in the strike. He's checked him on just 3 hits. The 0-1. Missed the outside corner. Connor tried to bring it back, but it was outside. North Greenville fans seeing things red there, but Connor had to bring it back in a little too far. There's that pause again, and the breaking ball down. 2-1. No protest from the first base umpire this time, like we saw earlier in the game. 2 balls and a strike. Takis winds and delivers. And this one's hit hard. Diving stop by Monteith to his backhand side. Gets up, throws, and Zara couldn't dig out the in-between hop. That should be a base hit. Boy, Monteith turned in a spectacular play. And that will be rightly scored an infield single. That was a tough hop for Zara to handle. He almost pulled it out. And now here's Connor Curley, who's walked and flied to right and 2 times up. Left-handed batting junior center fielder. Takis with a long look in, looks over his shoulder at first, and as he starts to come set, Curley asks for time. Now the right-hander ready to go. And that breaking ball outside, ball 1. One on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Takis misses upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. 3-1 North Greenville. Leadoff hitter Isaac Boughton in the on-deck circle for the Cougars. Takis ready with the 2-0 to Curley, who squares to bunt, and he takes a slider down and in, ball 3. 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. And there's a fastball in there, 3-1. Pitch, and it's high, ball 4. And the tying runs are aboard with 1 out. Third walk issued by Takis, and back to the top of the order for Isaac Boughton. Timeout called. Here comes pitching coach Hunter Dilworth. You would not expect either of these teams to go quietly. North Greenville, the #1 team in the country, coming in, and Columbus State, #9. Dillard standing, hands on hips, talking, and now home plate umpire Bobby Dunnigan heading out. And as soon as he gets there, Dilworth turns and heads back to the first base dugout. So let's see if Takis is going to stay in to face the leadoff hitter Boughton. It would appear to be the case. Boughton is 0 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch. Last time up, he flied to Kloop in right. They go into the shift for him. Octavio almost directly behind second base, so a lot of room on the right side of the infield. Outfield straight away, and now time called at the plate. McDade at second, Curley at first, 1 out for the Cougars. They trail North Greenville 3-1 here in the bottom of the 7th. Noah Takis about to throw his 105th pitch of this afternoon, and it's a breaking ball that comes in a little high, but got the upper end of the zone for a strike. He has really had mixed success with that today. When it's been good, it's been very good, but there have been other times that he has struggled with the command. Infield has turned 1 double play today. In fact, each team has turned 1. 2 on, 1 out here. The 0-1. Fouled off to the right, a fastball. It's no balls and 2 strikes on Isaac Boughton. Fine-looking sophomore shortstop. 10 homers, 42 RBIs on the season. Came in today at .321. Behind here, no balls and 2 strikes. Takis comes set as he checks the runner at second. And delivers the 0-2. Slider lifted into center field. Josh Center was playing shallow, and he comes on to make the catch. 2 down. I mean, off the bat, it looked like it had a chance to be a sinking line drive base hit, but Center was playing shallow and got there easily, and now 2 outs for Colby Brabston. And again, I think it goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway. You want to get this guy and not have to face Robert Brooks with the tying runs in scoring position, should Brabston get on. He is 0 for 3 and 0 for 7 in the series. Left-handed batting DH. And the first pitch to him is a fly ball back into center. Josh Center loping back. He's got plenty of room. Inning is over. Noah Takis pitches around the 2 on, 1 out difficulty. They get a hit and strand 2 after 7 complete. North Greenville still leads it 3-1.
Crusaders 3, Cougars 1. The NCAA would like to take this time to thank our champions, AT&T, Capital One, and Coca-Cola. We'd also like to thank our corporate partners, Aflac, Buffalo Wild Wings, Buick, Dove Men Plus Care, Geico, Great Clips, Invesco, LG, Marriott, Nabisco, Nissan, Pizza Hut, Reese's, and Wendy's. Their support enhances NCAA championships and the educational and athletic experiences of nearly 500,000 student athletes. Thank you to our corporate partners.
Yeah, let's go, Paul.
Chandler Ring back out for his 2nd inning of relief. 1-2-3 7th inning with a pair of strikeouts. He'll get Kloop, center, and Zara, middle third of the North Greenville batting order. We're just talking up here in the booth that if you're Landon Powell and company, you couldn't have things set up better for you now. With a lead, 2-run lead late in the ball game, your starting pitcher Noah Takas got you through 7. And if you kind of follow the season script, you're looking at probably Brent Herlong in the 8th and Tristan Hudson in the 9th. Having said that, Columbus State had the situation they wanted yesterday with a 2-run lead and their closer on in the 9th inning. And again, that's the beauty of baseball. You can't run out the clock. They needed 27 outs. They got 26 of them before back-to-back 2-run singles tied the game. And then in the 10th, they needed to get the 30th out, and they couldn't do it. No balls and a strike to Kloop, who's 0 for 3. 6 outs in baseball is a long time. Kloop grounds it in the hole, backhanded by Boughton. He'll plant and throw, but not nearly in time. A couple of steps on the outfield turf, and Moret Kloop with a leadoff infield single. You know the Crusaders would love an insurance run or two leading 3-1 here in the 8th. Josh Center is 2 for 3. Infield single in the 2nd, leadoff triple in the 4th. And popped out to the second baseman, McDade, out in short right field for the final out of this 5th inning. First pitch to him is a fastball strike at the knees on the outer part of the plate. 0-1. Ring the second pitcher after Colton Joyner started and went the first 6. Pitched well, got out of some difficulty, made really one mistake pitch, and that was the 3-run homer to Monteith. Oh, and that pitch got him on the arm. Fastball inside, and let's hope Josh Center is okay. That was a direct shot on the left arm. He seems to be all right. What you heard was ball meeting bone, not bat. So he'll trot on down to first base. He was hit by a pitch yesterday as well. 5 on the season now. And the first 2 have reached for Zach Zara. Had a bunt single his last time up, 1 for 3. Corner infielders are both a step or so inside the bag, anticipating a possible sacrifice bunt situation here. Top of the 8th inning, and now time called as Robert Brooks, the catcher, will jog out to talk to his pitcher. They have action continuing in their bullpen. The lefty who was warming up earlier is throwing again, Logan Seehafer. All right, meeting over. Zara at the plate, 2 on, nobody out, top of the 8th. North Greenville trying to add to a 3-1 lead. Zara squares to bunt, takes a breaking ball for a strike. Landon Powell flashes the signals from the dugout. Zara took a good long look, now back in the box. The 0-1, he squares again, and he offered at it and came up empty. No balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2 on Zara. Bunt will be off now. Ring with the pause and the pitch. And the breaking ball misses high and outside. 1-2. Moret Kloop at second. He had an infield single leading off the inning. Josh Center hit by a pitch. He's at first. Top of the 8th inning, North Greenville threatening, leading 3-1. One win away from advancing to the College World Series for the first time in school history. The 1-2 pitch. And a fly ball. Center field. Kloop will tag. Curley measuring it. Makes the catch. Kloop will come on to third. The throw will come into second. And while he didn't get both runners over with a bunt, he did advance Kloop to third with a fly ball. 1 out, and now Jordan Holiday will bat. Or will he? Nope, he's going to be taken down, and yesterday's hero, Bryce Roddy, is going to come off the bench to pinch hit. Roddy pinch ran in the 9th and scored the first of the 2 runs that ultimately tied the game, and then had the game winner on an 0-2 pitch in the 10th inning that scored Kloop. So he gets the call here. Left-handed batting freshman against a right-hander, Chandler Ring. And again, they've got a lefty warming up, but it looks like they're going to leave Ring in to pitch to him. So interesting that they're going to leave the middle infield back here. The corners are about even with the bag. Of course, the first baseman holding on the runner. And on the first pitch, center still second base on a strike. And it's 0-1, and now they're at second and third. And now the infield's going to come in all the way around. Well, in baseball, this is a calculated risk. You take a 300 hitter and you make him almost a 600 hitter when you pull the infield in, but the gamble is he's going to hit it on the ground hard at somebody. The 0-1, and he does at the third baseman, juggled by Meadows, recovers, and the throw to the plate, they got the out. Gamble worked. 5-2 on the out at the plate for the second out of the inning. Center has to stay put at second base. Roddy at first, and now Campbell Connard will bat with 2 outs. That is a big, big out in this game. Anytime you pull that off, you feel like you've beat the house. Connard 1 for 3, singled his last time up, and he takes a strike. Was robbed of a hit in the 4th. Grounded out routinely to second, back into second. Got great speed at second, so a base hit here should bring in a run. The 0-1, and he takes a fastball on the outer part of the plate, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Boy, the way the shortstop Boughton is shading him up the middle, that's a pitch that you could slap toward that hole at short and get it into left field. Now he's behind 0-2, Ring pitching, and the slider low. 1-2. Connard, 1 home run on the season. He's driven in 8 runs. The 1-2 pitch, way outside with the breaking ball, 2-2. Corey Bivens in the on-deck circle. 3-1 North Greenville. Top of the 8th inning. 2 on, 2 out. They had the first 2 on. Have not been able to push a run across. 2-2 to Campbell Connard, the number 8 hitter. The pitch, and the breaking ball just missed. Off the plate outside, maybe a little low, 3-2. So now both runners will be in motion. Center from second, Roddy from first. 2 outs, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Campbell Connard. Ring with the pitch, the runners go, and it's slapped left side. Meadows boots it, recovers again, and his throw is dug out for the out by Stephen Minter at first base, who fell down, kept contact on the bag. Ryan Brown, the first base coach, is asking the first base umpire to get help on the call, and so is Landon Powell. And Powell is going to come out and talk with Trevor Henson, the first base umpire. And Landon's going to at least get what he wants. He's going to get a conversation between the 4 umpires to see if anybody saw anything different than Henson did at first base. If they overturn the call, the bases will be loaded with 2 outs for Corey Bivens. If it stands, the inning is over. And the conversation ongoing between the 4 umpires, between the mound and the third baseline. It was a heck of a pick on an in-between hop by Minner at first base. He ended up on the ground toward the right field side. But in Henson's initial opinion, and the opinion that is going to stand, the out was made. They just confirmed the call. So 5-3 on the out of Conard. Inning is over. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Still a 3-1 North Greenville lead. Bottom of the 8th inning, and North Greenville making a pitching change. Tristan Hudson, who closed out yesterday and got the win in relief, pitching the final 2 innings on here in the 8th inning. Redshirt senior, 6'3", 185-pounder, Salem, South Carolina, by way of West Virginia University. Go Mountaineers. 4-0 record now. And an earned run average of 1.38 on the season. And how about the job Noah Tack has turned in? 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 run earned, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, hit a couple of batters through 108 pitches. So Landon Powell going to his ace out of the bullpen now. Tristan Hudson here in the 8th inning with a 2-run lead, and 3, 4, and 5 due up. Brooks, Minner, and Meadows. And this is when you want to face Robert Brooks. When the worst he could do, as far as you're concerned, would be making a 1-run ball game. And he takes a strike on the inside corner, a breaking ball. He is 0 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch. He's 0 for 6 in the series. Hudson winds in the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a slider. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Hudson all business on the mound. Waiting on the sign. Ready with the 0-2. And that breaking ball a little bit up and outside. 1-2. Talked about it yesterday. Ball in his right hand, hand inside the glove, glove in front of his face. All you can see, the top of his glove, the bill of his cap, and his eyes in between. Ground ball to short. To his left, Bivens charging from near the bag. Throws, and there's 1 out. 6-3 on the out, and now with 1 down, Stephen Minner. Infield single his last time up. He's 1 for 3. And the countdown of the number of outs to the College World Series is down to 5. First pitch to the right-handed batter, swing and a miss. Fastball inside. The 0-1. Breaking ball, foul to the right, and again, Hudson out. No balls and 2 strikes prior to the game. He and Landon Powell were talking, and he said, I've got an inning, right? Powell said, yeah, I'd be surprised now if it's not 2. We'll see. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball to third. Monteith gathers himself, throws, 2 down. Now David Meadows, 3 for 4 yesterday, 1 for 3 today. My West Virginia math tells me that's 4 for 7. RBI's been hit by a pitch, scored a run today, their only run as a matter of fact. Hudson's first pitch, swing and a foul at the plate. In the North Greenville ninth, they'll have 9-1-2, Bivens, Octavio, and Stringer. Right now leading 3-1 with 2 outs and nobody on in the bottom of the 8th inning. The 0-1, fouled at the plate again. No balls and 2 strikes. Hudson standing on the rubber, waiting on his catcher to get settled and for Meadows to get back in the box. Right-hander with the 0-2 pitch, and it's bounced behind the bag at third. Monteith with a tough hop and then decided not to throw. Moving to his right, ended up having to reach back to his left, deep behind the bag, fielded it on a short hop. Infield single for Meadows, and now Derek Wiley will come to the plate representing the tying run. We've talked about this guy's power. He's got plenty of it. 19 homers on the season, including 1 yesterday. And the first pitch is high, ball 1. Hudson, for his part, has allowed just 2 home runs and now 39 2/3 innings on the season. 1 ball, no strikes. And he pops it up. First base side coming down toward the plate. Zara has a play, inning is over. The countdown is down to 3. 3 outs to go. We head to the 9th, 3-1 North Greenville.
NCAA Teamworks is the community relations commitment driven by the NCAA member schools, student athletes, and corporate champions and partners. NCAA Teamworks programs are designed to actively engage communities where national championships are played through educational efforts such as Special Olympics, literacy, and legacy projects. The NCAA and its partners are working together to make a difference.
Top of the 9th inning. North Greenville coming to bat, leading 3-1 in the second game of this Division II Southeast Super Regional. 9-1-2. Bivens, Octavio, and Stringer against Chandler Ring, who pitched out of difficulty in the last inning and starts Bivens off with a breaking ball strike. Bivens 1 for 3 and has scored a run. The 0-1, swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. I was talking with Trey Dyson earlier today, North Greenville assistant, breaking ball way outside. He said there have been 3 major team meetings for the Crusaders this year, and out of those meetings there have been 3 themes that have developed. And they're on the board in the clubhouse. 1-2 pitch. Look out. He swung at a pitch up and in. He got hit by it, and it's going to be a strikeout. Insult to injury. 1 out. But those 3 themes, the first one, enjoy the stage. And talking specifically about the hitters, he felt like the hitters at one phase of the season were going up and swinging. You want to be aggressive, but not so aggressive that you're swinging so early in the count consistently that you're not giving yourself a chance to see enough pitches. And he talked about one of his hitting coaches, Landon Powell, did in professional baseball, talking about the fact that if you get 4 at-bats in a game, so Octavio takes a strike, in a 3-hour game, maybe you're in the batter's box 8 minutes. Try to stretch that out. Enjoy the stage. The second one was ease the tension, focusing on not giving up big innings like they were doing at one point in the season. 1 ball, 1 strike. And then the third is kind of where they are right now. Blood in the water. You can smell it. You go for the kill. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Octavio, and he takes a breaking ball low from Ring. 2 balls and a strike. Enjoy the stage, ease the tension, blood in the water. Octavio is 0 for 4, 1 for 9 in the series. The 2-1 pitch. Outside corner, a strike, 2-2. In the Columbus State ninth, they have the bottom third of the order due up. Johns, McDade, and Curley. Two and 2 on Octavio. Break-even pitch, and it's lined into center field. That one will drop for a base hit. Hit number 12 for the Crusaders. And he's a 1-out base runner for Ethan Stringer, who has 2 of those 12 hits. He's also struck out twice. And if you believe in patterns, single in the first, strike out in the third, single in the fifth, strike out in the 7th. So this would be the single box, would it not? Octavio, of course, a threat to go. 20 steals. He's been caught 6 times. Ring throwing over to first base and almost threw it away. You could see them putting him in motion and trying to manufacture something here. A 3-run lead going to the bottom of the 9th would be much more kind of a favorable mindset than a 2-run lead if you're North Greenville. Ring's job for Columbus State, hold them right where they are. Strike 1 on a breaking ball. Pat Monteith on deck. 3-12-0 for the Crusaders, 1-5-1 for the Cougars. Fastball low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Stringer never left the batter's box. He's standing there waiting as Ring gets the sign and comes set. And he'll turn and throw to first again. One ball and 1 strike. And look out, that one hit him. Came up and in, got him in the back. Stringer flings the bat aside, and he'll trot on down to first base. And now 2 on 1 out for Pat Monteith, who in this situation, back in the 5th inning, launched a 3-run home run to right center field. His 12th of the season, providing the only scoring that North Greenville has. So far, it's held up as they lead it 3-1. Octavio at second, Stringer at first. No action in their bullpen. They're all just watching now, and Monteith takes a breaking ball down and away. And timeout called as Perez Knowles, the pitching coach, heading out to the mound. You got Monteith now, Kloop on deck. While Knowles is going to talk to his pitcher, Robert Brooks, the catcher, calls in third base, shortstop, and second base for a conference just behind the mound. So both break up simultaneously. And it's 1 ball and no strikes on Pat Monteith. Big moment for both of these teams here. North Greenville got charged in offensive conference when Monteith went over to talk to his head coach. If you keep track of such things, 4th visit to the mound by Columbus State. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. And again, there's that swing where Monteith pulled off out in front of the breaking ball. 1-1. 2 on 1 out. Crusaders trying to add to a 3-1 lead here in the top of the 9th inning. Octavio bluffing off the bag at second. The 1-1 pitch and a pop to the shortstop. That's not going to get it done. 2 outs. Got in on his fist. Boughton makes the one-handed grab. And now Marek Kloop had an infield single his last time up. He's 1 for 4 today, 2 for 9 in this Super Regional. So Kloop stepping in, Octavio at second, Stringer at first, 2 down. Ring ready to go to work on him. And the first pitch, breaking ball, strike 1 called. Outside corner at the knees. Big hole on the right side of the infield. If you got a pitch you could take that way, McDade, the second baseman, shading to the bag, trying to keep Octavio close. Ring with the 0-1. Breaking ball, and it's in the air out behind first down the right field line. Wiley, the right fielder, over, but it's in the bullpen, and so is Wiley as he hops the fence. No balls and 2 strikes on Kloop. No balls, 2 strikes. Brooks looking into the dugout to get the pitch call. Looks at his wristband, goes into his squat. He relays it out to Ring. He's up 0-2 on Marek Kloop with 2 on and 2 out. The pitch. And in the dirt, laid off the slider. 1-2. Should Kloop reach, Josh Center would be next. And we saw this yesterday. Suddenly here in a tense moment, it gets very quiet here in the ballpark. The 1-2 pitch, Kloop, ground ball towards the charging shortstop, Boughton. He'll go the short route to force out Stringer, and the inning is over. So again, the Crusaders threaten, cannot score, and we'll go to the bottom of the ninth. North Greenville 3 outs away from its first ever NCAA Division II College World Series appearance. Crusaders on top, 3-1. Tristan Hudson got the win yesterday, his 4th of the season. He is looking for his 6th save of the year. He pitched a scoreless 8th, gave up a 2-out infield single. And again, you never know where baseball is concerned, but statistically, he got through their 2 most dangerous hitters, Brooks and Wiley, from strictly a production standpoint in the 8th. Here in the 9th, it is 7, 8, and 9, Johns, McDade, and Curley. And now the fans picking up the pace. Win Johns 0 for 3, last time up, lined out hard to Monteith at 3rd. Hudson ready to go to work, and the first pitch is lined into left field, a base hit. Turned on a breaking ball in the inner part of the plate, and the tying run will come to the plate in the person of Matthew McDade, the freshman who does have 13 home runs on the season. But he's going to be taken down. And Will Wilbanks is going to come off the bench to pinch hit for McDade. Left-handed hitter. Octavio out in short right field. Bivens to the right of second base as they go into the shift. And Hudson's first pitch, breaking ball, strike. Wilbanks, 283 on the season, 5 home runs and 22 runs batted in. Playing the percentages here. Getting a left-handed hitter up against a righty Hudson. The 0-1, and he pulls it foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Another left-handed hitter, Connor Curley, on deck. And then back to the top of the order for the right-handed batting, Isaac Boughton. Hudson ahead of the pinch hitter, Wilbanks, 0-2. Long look in, now gets the sign and comes set. Pitching. And it's lined into center field. Here comes Josh Center, has to play it on a hop. And the first 2 have reached for Columbus State here in the 9th. And here's Connor Curley. Has walked, flied to right, and walked again. And now Wilbanks is going to be taken down, and a pinch runner is going to come on. Hunter Woodall will pinch run at first base. So the first 2 have reached. Those are the tying runs here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Connor Curley 0 for 1, as we mentioned, with 2 walks. And he squares to bunt, pushes to third base side, perfect. Monteith, Fields running throw, and he just got him. Sacrifice works. 5-3 on the out. Johns moves up to third, Woodall to second. The tying runs in scoring position. Back to the top of the order for Isaac Boughton. He is 0 for 3, was hit by a pitch in the third. And now here comes Landon Powell. Slow walk out of the first base dugout. He's going to gather his entire infield and his catcher around him. Just judging from appearances, it would appear that Hudson's going to stay in. It looks like he's talking more to his infielders than he is to his pitcher right now. Could also just be buying time. But no, he's turning and heading back to the dugout. Vladimir Kloop, you are 100% correct. It just cannot end quietly. All right. Tying runs in scoring position. 1 out. Isaac Boughton. Line to center field his last time up. Infield will play back. They'll exchange a run for an out in this situation. And Tristan Hudson pitching under some duress. The first pitch, and Boughton hits it in the air. Deep left center field. Josh Center on the run, looking up. It's gone! And that's the ball game. Isaac Boughton on the first pitch, a 3-run home run, and Columbus State turns the trick and wins it here in the bottom of the 9th inning by a final score of 4-3. Wasn't much doubt about it. Boughton, his 11th home run of the season, just the third that Hudson has given up, and we will play a winner-take-all third game in this Super Regional. Look at it again, and I think Boughton knew it as soon as it left his bat. (4-3) the final. And trying to give you the line score on the run here. 4 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. 7 left for Columbus State. And for North Greenville, 3 runs on 12 hits, no errors. And they left a small village on 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. The winner is Chandler Ring in relief on the season now. He is 6-0. And the losing pitcher, Tristan Hudson, his first loss of the season. He is 4-1. No save. Game took 2 hours and 49 minutes to play. So they'll take about 40-45 minutes between games. And we'll come back about 5 minutes prior to the first pitch with the second game lineups and get you ready to go. 2 top 10 teams in the country. Why shouldn't it come down to a third and deciding game? Final score on the 3-run homer in the bottom of the 9th inning by Isaac Boughton. Columbus State 4, North Greenville 3. We'll see you in about 40 minutes for Game 3 of this Super Regional.